Stop the press. Stop the press. Stop the press. Man, I went to sleep last night late, might I add. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I could not sleep until about 6 this morning. So really, I ain't go to sleep till about this morning. And I woke up to this bananas of a tweet. When I seen this, all I could think,
Lord Jesus.
I, I can't believe it. Now, y'all know for months we've been calling out Alyssa Mercante for avoiding the blacks. And she finally is not, sort of, kind of. So we got to talk. We got to break down the context. So all of this started. And before we start, please like the video, subscribe to the button. Okay, whatever. Anyway, y'all niggas know. Let's start with the context. So yesterday I put this tweet out. And it caused up a little bit of a storm. I said, yeah, I think I'm taking a YouTube hiatus. Okay. And there's a reason for that. The reason why I said I might be taking the YouTube hiatus is not because I want to. It's not because I don't want to upload content. It's because, and so let me tell you what happened. So back in, and we're going to bring up receipts. Back in January, we had a record-breaking, at least for my channel, record-breaking growth on the channel, viewership, all of that stuff, whatever. And so before that, when we hit our 15K sub goal, my boy Hypnotic, you know what I'm saying, the bigot army leader himself, told me, hey, yo, Atreus, you should just quit your job and go full time. And, nigga like me, I'm like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. Okay. And so, and I don't want to get a whole story because we'll be here all day. But when January came and I had a record-breaking month, I started to reconsider. Maybe I should do YouTube full-time. I didn't, but what I decided instead was I made a great investment into making my channel better. Better lighting, better video, probably not better. We tried better audio. The shit didn't work, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Improving the studio, doing all the things that we can to let you guys know that we're in this for the long haul and that, whatever. So a great financial investment, guys. And then the end of February came and we just cratered. And I figured, I've had rough spots on the channel before. We normally recover, but nigga, it is May. It is May. And we still haven't recovered. So this isn't about because I've always treated YouTube as sort of a side thing, a hobby. It wasn't until January that I considered YouTube to be a primary source of income along with a day job. And mind you, I got New Blackstreet and I have a business to run. So I'm like, hey, I might need to take a backseat on the YouTube thing right now while I go and work a second job and operate my business. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people were kind of like, keep up the grift, don't stop, keep pushing. A lot of motivation. And I appreciate all of this or whatever. But for me, it wasn't about giving up or anything like that. It was more about, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? I may have miscalculated or something like that. I don't know. But look who's in the fucking comments. Airbagged. Now, here's the thing. Apparently, Airbag screenshot my response to, let me see if I can find it. So here we go. This is the tweet. Okay. So, of course, somebody says, damn, Dustborn stream that bad. I said, my channel is literally dead and it's probably going to bankrupt me. And John A. Douglas says, how so? So this is what I explained. I told him in January, I had record viewership. Every video I dropped did 2K or more views. I even had a 100K video, and we'll go and take a look at that for the first time. Today, I can't get a video not about Alyssa Mercante to do more than 600 views. Recently, I had a video top out at less than 250. Haven't had that happen since 2023. My latest video got a less than 100 views in an hour. That hasn't happened in almost 2 years. This has been going on for 3 months. He asked me, was I shadow banned? I said, maybe. Never seen it last this long, though. And so, of course, Airbag screenshot this and he posted it and they are taking a victory lap. Now, Kata was saying that, hey, yo, they using your tweet to take a victory lap. You should go and defend yourself. And me, in my personal opinion, I'm like, for what? Whether or not I like it or whether or not I like it, I mean, it is what it is. I'm getting cooked.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
I'm getting cooked. I'm getting absolutely cooked. There's nothing to defend. I'm getting cooked by YouTube's algorithm, and I'm getting cooked by Airbag and company online. So I'm like, me, I'm really transparent, and this is probably an instance in which my transparency has come back to bite me, but I really don't care. I want to remind people that I do live a life outside of the internet, which is part of the reason I've been missing so many Saturday night hypnosis. I will not miss this Saturday night hypnosis, but I do have a life outside. I have a business to run, I have a job, and I have an actual dating life outside of YouTube and whatever the case may be. And so, I could care less about Airbagged and his friends online having a victory lap. It doesn't make me a difference whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? This is why I encourage people to follow me on Instagram, because then you'll know why exactly I don't care about stuff like that. However, things changed when Alyssa Mercante got a hold of this tweet. Apparently, she got a hold of the same tweet and decided to screenshot it. So Smash JT says, adding important context here, as we now have Alyssa Mercante potentially trying to allude that I'm saying things that isn't me. Why cut off Griff God's name here, Alyssa? Is it because he's black? Is it because you want to confuse people, or both? And this is what she said. So she screenshot my my tweet and cut my tag off of it. She says they are hollering the quiet part. Okay. And then she goes, harassment is not content. Nurture a talent, babes. You're cooked. Well, if you knew anything, if you were actually smart, Alyssa, and you actually did your homework, you know that I that I have an actual talent outside of talking shit. But that's neither here nor there. Everybody on Instagram knows that I. Well, anyway, that's not the point. So, first of all, I just want to go ahead and say this is nothing new. I don't have a problem with this tweet. I don't have a problem with her doing this because I've been very transparent about my content from the very beginning. First of all, the reason why I'm on Alyssa Mercante's neck so bad is because I told her, well, I told the internet, she might have heard it, she might not have heard it, that since she blocked me and I didn't even know who the hell she was, I was going to cook her ass every time she opened her mouth. And then you can go to almost any Alyssa Mercante video that I've ever made, and I've said the same thing over and over and over again. For the simple fact that she blocked me without me ever knowing who she was, when she came out with that article, I was going to cook Alyssa Mercante every chance I got, or anytime she opened her mouth, simply just because she did that. We could have had a conversation. I didn't even get a chance to see what all the fuss about Alyssa Mercante was. She blocked me. So I knew I was going to cook her ass. I've also been very transparent that there have been times on my channel where things, maybe we wasn't performing up to what we normally do. And then I would drop a Alyssa Mercante video and then suddenly we're back in the algorithm again. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to portray that my channel would be nothing without her name. And I mean, nigga, I don't have a problem with telling you there is a slight bit of truth to that. But context is always everything. So right here, I'm going to take y'all back to how the channel was performing. I have no problem with doing that. This was back in December, okay? I'm going to show you what we was doing back in December and show you how much growth and, this is November. I didn't want to go back that far. But how much growth and regression that we've had. So this right here is in December. So here we are in December, okay? And anything below 1,000, we consider a dud, right? So this is what we're doing, all right? Here you have a video about Stuttering Craig, 6,000 views. Obviously a W. For my channel, that's a W, okay? It has nothing to do with Alyssa Mercante. This one does 1,800, okay? 3,000, dub. Nothing to do with Mercante, 7,000, dub. 1,500 is about what we normally do, okay? 1,900. Dub. This 1,300, that's Alyssa Mercante. So we got 2,000, 3,000, 2,000, 6,000, what's that? 5,000, 2,000, 1,300. 1,300 is what we were normally doing, gang. Is what we were normally doing before, all of our growth. But as you can see, December and January, we killing it. 3,000 right here. 4,000, 3,000, 1,700. That's normal. 1,000, teetering on the edge of about a dud, but we did 1,000, so I'm satisfied with that. 2,000, 2,000, and then we got a couple of duds in there. 6,000, 1,000, 2,000, 1,600. So you can see where we at in December, right? We're gonna move forward in December, okay? 1,500, a couple of duds in there. 4,000, a dud. 1,000, and okay, a dud. Well, I mean, that's basically 1,000. 1,600. So we coming down a little bit. 1,400, 2,000, dud. 1,200, dud, dud, dud. Oh, well, that's 1,000. So, about what we normally do. So we coming down to earth a little bit. 3,000. But we doing around 1,000, 2,000. So either way, we're pretty steady. I'm satisfied with that. We're steady. You're going to have a couple of duds in there. I release about 3 videos a day. So we're going to have a couple of duds. Let's move forward in December again. Actually, we're in January now. So we're in January. 2,000, 2,000, 4,000, 2,000. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. 16,000. 16,000. That was an Alyssa Mercante video. So there you go. The following video, I made a video on Epic Games. Look what we did. 100,000 views, gang. 100,000. We followed that up with 4,000, which is a win for me. There's a dud. There's a dud. Okay, we had duds in there. 6,000, 3,000, a couple of duds. 2,000, 1,300, 6,000, 4,000. I mean, you get the picture. You get the picture. You know what I'm saying? Let me go forward a little bit more. I'm not going to, obviously there's a couple of duds in there, 5,000. You see what we're doing. So I'm experiencing growth. We're going to go forward a little bit more. This is still January. And here we go, February. February. Now, we took a little bit of a hiatus because I was building the studio, right? February, 11,000 views. That's an Alyssa Mercante video. 2,000, 3,000. And then at the end of February, watch this. Dud, 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 dud. This one did pretty well. 1,600. I mean, about normal. Dud. Pretty good. Dud. No. More duds. I mean, just dud after dud after dud. This is when I switched up the thumbnails, right? We switched up the thumbnails. And the reason I had switched up the thumbnails was because, I felt that maybe the fact that I went on a little bit of a hiatus while I built the new studio was going to was messing with the algorithm. So I switched up the thumbnail, see if I can do anything different, right? Okay, dud. It's pretty good, decent. Dud. Jesus Christ, back to back duds, just duds. This one hit, but again, that's an Alyssa Mercante video. There's another Alyssa Mercante video that did decent. Okay, dud. That was the Birdman video. Dud. Just absolute duds. I did the video on Fighting Cowboy. That hit 22,000. We did pretty good there. Dud. Decent, about normal. 1,400, 1,200, dud. 1,000, decent. Okay. And then we're going to go, and we're going to keep moving forward. And it's just littered with duds everywhere. Now, here, this is in the end of March. We're doing pretty decent, right? We got a 3K in there. But most of these are duds. There's a 3K. There's a 6K. That was the Tyrone Magnus video that I always tell y'all about. But other than that, it's just duds everywhere. Just more duds. And look at this. Dud. Just back-to-back duds. All of March, duds. Y'all get the picture. Now, let me come back. No, this is April. No, this is May. I'm sorry. This isn't March. So y'all see this. Dud. We did 1,000 here. There's another Alyssa Mercante video, 1,700, but just dud. You see, so you get the picture. And then again, another Alyssa Mercante video, 2,600. Again, another Alyssa Mercante video, 1,600. Dud. So while coming back to it, y'all get the picture. Coming back to it. Let me see. While she has half a point. I'm never going to do. As a matter of fact, I said this a while ago. I could give her the ammo she need to come after somebody like me. Oh, she could easily say, oh, well, without my name, your content wouldn't be where it is. And I would concede that there's a little bit of truth to that. Now, I also showed you a bunch of videos that had nothing to do with Alyssa Mercante that performed admirably. Matter of fact, the biggest video on my channel ever reached 100,000 views, and it had nothing to do with Alyssa Mercante. It had nothing to do with Gamergate at all. So on one end, you can say that I've absolutely positively made a lot of videos roasting your ass. But don't try to spin it like that's the only thing my channel is about. Okay. Additionally, I think this exposes a massive grift on her end. Okay. Because you claim I'm harassing you, which is not harassment. Absolutely not harassment. But yeah, you're suing Smash JT and not me. You're cutting my name out of it? No, sweetheart. And see, now you've reinvigorated me. Now I can't take a hiatus. I can't take a hiatus now. So, I mean, hey, listen. Now I'm going to keep cooking your ass. So, I mean, there's all the context going with it. Y'all be the judge. Am I shadow banned? I don't know. Some people think that I'm shadow banned. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't really, even if I was shadow banned, what can I do about it? There's nothing that I can do about it. There are people telling me that they're not seeing me in their algorithm anymore. As a matter of fact, I got others telling me that in order to find my videos, they have to literally search me. So I don't know what that's about, gang. I really don't. What I do know is so much for that hiatus, huh? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. As always, may the grift be with you.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.